Well, good afternoon. Hello and welcome to what is rather sunny and warm Digital Creatives UK HQ, otherwise known as my conservatory. Oh, it is warm in here. Happy with Star Wars Day. You can see I've got my t-shirt on as a tribute. May the 4th be with you. Sorry if that's a little bit nerdy, but lots of other people appreciate that, I'm sure, judging by my Facebook social media kind of channels. So, this is the first in the series of digital leaders tech ninja challenges. All right, so it's great that you can join us. So these are challenges that are for a variety of age groups, from reception age children right the way through to year 6, and I'm going to detail the challenges as we kind of go through in a moment. All right, so I'm going to set them out for each year group, and they're all linked with the computing primary curriculum. So it'd be great if you can have a go at these and of course share your results. Now, for those children who I work with directly in the schools that I work in, so I'm very fortunate to work in Billingham South Primary School and Mill Lane Primary School each week. But I work with many other schools as well. But in Billingham South and in Mill Lane, we both use Showbie, which is a great way to be able to capture and upload and communicate, particularly at this moment in time with all this remote learning, because of obviously the circumstances that we find ourselves in at the moment. So we want to capture the great results from these challenges that the kids produce, and then we want to upload them, and we want to keep them, of course. So Showbie's a great way to do that, and I have produced previous videos on my YouTube channel all about using Showbie and how to capture those kind of results as we kind of go through using screen recording software, and in particular I've highlighted the free one to use, which is Screencast-o-Matic, which is great. If you haven't watched those, head over to my YouTube channel, Digital Creatives UK, and have a look at those. Okay, so first of all, I want to start to introduce the new challenges. So, of course, we're going to start with early years. So with early years, this is your challenge for this week, okay? I want us to create what we call an algorithm. Interesting word, that, isn't it? Algorithm, all right? It's important, first of all, that we know what an algorithm is. So what I'm going to do is I want to share my screen with you. And I've basically gone to the BBC Bite Size website, which is fantastic. And it is amazing because it's got so many different useful areas, not just in computing, but obviously lots of different curriculum areas. But there's a great explanation on here, including a little video that I want us to watch now, that explains what an algorithm is. So as I just scroll down, just for a little while, there it is. Let's watch this together.
If we want a computer to understand how to do something, we need to give it an algorithm.
Pick up brush.
Algorithm sounds like a big word, doesn't it? But actually, an algorithm is something very simple but important.
Pick up toothbrush.
An algorithm is a list of steps you give to computers to solve a problem or get something done. Imagine that you need to show someone how you brush your teeth so they can learn how to do it themselves. You would need to explain all the little steps you do in the right order so they can understand how to do it without getting confused. The instructions would go like this. 1. Open the toothpaste. 2. Put a bit of toothpaste on the toothbrush. 3. Open your mouth. 4. Brush your teeth nicely. 5. Rinse your mouth with water. 6. Smile. It is important to explain the right steps in the right order so you can get great results.
Okay, so really good, clear video there just to kind of explain what an algorithm is. So an algorithm is basically going step by step through some instructions so that a person, or a computer in this case, a robot, can follow those instructions to be able to achieve something. Okay, so they use obviously toothbrush and toothpaste to brush their teeth. All right. There are other examples on their site as well, so it's really good to kind of check those out. But I want you children in reception to do this. I want you, if I grab it just here, I would like you can see that I've got one of my school jackets here. I would like you to create an algorithm, a step-by-step instructions, think about this step-by-step, okay, of how to put on your coat, all right? What do you need to do first? What do you need to do second and third and fourth? And how many instructions, how many steps that you can think of until you've put on your coat? Now you can record that in lots of different ways. Let me just hang this back up. You can record that in lots of different ways. All right. You can, just do that via video if you want to. All right. Get somebody else, get mum, dad, another adult, or older brother or sister to video you doing it, and make sure that you think very carefully and explain each step of the instructions, how we can do that. Okay. You can take pictures if you want to, and then put them together. Now, if I share my screen with you again, okay, and if I just go across to here, all right, you can see that I've got, let me just kind of do this, and you can see that I've got some examples already. All right, so let me just kind of click so I can see what I'm doing here. All right, I've got some great examples. So if I click on here, apologies, let me just get the right one. There we go. All right, okay, let me just kind of do this. Just forgive me a moment. So just making sure I want to try and get the right thing displayed on screen for you. Yeah. I'm just struggling a little bit there just to get things at the right size for you, so apologies for that. But just basically, you can kind of do things like, if I go across to my iPad, let me just kind of show. I'll just go back to where I was and go back to full screen. There I am, sorry about that. So you can see that you can capture all of that, whether it be a video, whether it be something Comic Life 3, for example, and it does let you export out into a picture, whether you use Publisher or PowerPoint or whatever it may be, then please upload that. Now, again, I'm just looking for a moment there, just one of my good buddies there. Good to hear or see you. Thanks for letting us know about losing the audio when we go to the iPad. It's all right. There wasn't any audio on that iPad, but I see that, you know, obviously what you mean when I'm talking. So that's good to know. Thank you. All right. And again, I'm just getting another little indication there, no audio for some reason. Right. So let me just double check to see what's happening there. You should get something. If you could just leave me a little message, that'd be great if you're getting the audio back. All right. So let me just make sure that I've got everything set up as it should be here. You should be getting broadcast now, my audio as well. All right. Okay. So I'm back on the screen and so on. Okay. Just give me a little message if you would, just to confirm that you can hear the audio. I'll just give you a few moments to do that. That'd be great if you could. Otherwise, what I'll do is I'll pause the stream and then I'll go live again in a moment when we have that resolved. Okay. So, very much what I'd love you to do is to go to Showbie once you've captured that and upload that into your Showbie class. And remember, that's all safe and secure because only your class teacher and the children in your class are in your Showbie class online, and your parents and carers should have that anyway, that information. If you haven't, then just get in touch with me via the school and I can sort you out with that. Okay, just want to thank John. All right, thanks very much for that. The audio's back and it came back after the iPad. That's good to know, buddy. And I'll look into that and see what's happening there for next time. That's great. Thank you very much for posting that. And Cheryl as well. Thanks, Cheryl. Two wonderful people. That really is good to know. Okay, so that was reception. All right, earlier. So the next kind of challenge I want to do is I want to go back to, in fact, actually, I want to go to Key Stage 1. So if you're in year 1 or 2, then let's have a look at what we've got here. Okay, so thank you. So I'm Key Stage 1, all right, year 1 and 2. Here's your Tech Ninja Challenge. All right, so for this one, what I want to do is I want you to concentrate on your still algorithms, but in this case, we're going to think about programming. And we're going to use a really great app. I use this a lot with children, and that is an app called Alex. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across to my iPad again. Let me just click on there, and I'm just going to make sure that my audio is working. According to here, it's mute. Okay. Okay, let me just check that audio came through okay. I'm sorry for the little glitches on what we've got going on here, but and so on. So I want you to just confirm when I go to my iPad again, if you wouldn't mind, John, Cheryl, anybody else who's watching us at this moment in time. I want you to just, just give us a comment when I go to my iPad if you can still hear my audio, if you would. That'd be great if you do that. Thank you. So let me just go to the iPad again, please. Okay. Okay, that's good news. Thank you for letting us know, John. All right, so here's my iPad. Let me just see if I can put my little wonderful face on there for you as well, which... your voice but no iPad audio. Thanks, John. That's all right. Just I'm getting messages as we come through. I really appreciate that. That's not a problem because I didn't have any audio just yet on the iPad, but that should come in. I'll just keep a check on that and see what's happening as well. Okay, so this is what we've got now. This is what I want you to do. You can see in here, I'm back to my iPad again, and what we've got, and that's interesting. I'm sorry, I'm just checking out what's happening with the audio again. All right, so I've got on here, just to explain, I've got my coding section, and within my coding apps, there's quite a few in there. We'll highlight some, but I've already mentioned the app that we're going to use, okay, and that is Alex. All right, so I'm just going to open up Alex. Give that a moment to open. Now, this is available for Android devices as well as obviously iPad or iOS. Okay, I'm just going to change the microphone. Hopefully this should be working okay, and so on. I noticed that the microphone had changed. Sorry, I'll just iron out these little moments and glitches and things like that we have for next time. So, let me just focus on Alex. So, year 1 and 2, this is your opportunity to shine. All right, this is great. I'm sure you love gaming. Lots of you do tell me that. Sure you love challenges and working your way through levels and things. Okay, so you can see I've got a couple of choices here. I'm going to click on the play option. All right. Now, I've been using Alex for a while now, so it's actually let me go through the levels already. All right. So year 1 and 2, what I want you to do to see if you can go through all the way from level 1 right the way through to 25. You can see after 25, it tells you to upgrade. Don't upgrade, there's no need to. All right, you can if you want, but I never do. All right, in school, when I'm using this, we work on levels 1 through to 25. And then there's other apps that we look at, and we might look at those in the coming weeks. All right, so in level 1, for example, and what's great about Alex is that he won't let you go on to the next level until you've completed the previous one. So you can see the aim here. We've got some instructions. Our algorithm, our step-by-step instructions are now turned into a program because it's in a language that this Alex, the robot, the android, understands. All right, so we've got a forward arrow at the bottom, we've got a left and a right, and the whole point is, you can see, is to get Alex the android to just wait for his instructions before we run our program to get to the teleporter, which is at the top of the screen. So we need to put in the instructions. In this case, obviously, we've got a forward arrow, and we've got to turn left, and we've got to turn right. So if I put in a forward arrow, you can see I've added that one there, and another, and then you can see we now have a run program button. If I tap on that one, and you can see I've been able to complete that level. Alright, now that was pretty straightforward, that was pretty easy, and I'm sure lots of you will do that, no problem at all. Okay, I'll tap on next, we're going to go to the next one. You can see, well, now we've got a turn, we've got to start to think about the direction of turn. So in this case, I want to go forward 1, and then think about whether it's left or right. In this case, I want to turn right, okay, and go forward 1 again to the teleporter. Let's run our program. Yeah, great, I made that one. Now, there's nothing wrong with being able to stand up. Be careful, obviously, with your device. You want to hold it and be careful you don't drop it, but move around. You might find it helpful to stand up and move things around. You know, actually do it physically. That's always helpful. And so then before you have to go over factory program, Alex ourselves, alright? So, there's Alex. Now, I'm just going to minimize Alex, and it's a great app. So I want you to see if you can get through levels 1, and you can see that level 2 is a little bit more complicated, a little bit more challenging, all the way to 25, which is really challenging. Let's see how far you can get. And remember, you can use Screencast-o-Matic to record what you're doing on your iPad screen before you get there. All right, when you kind of work your way through. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come back and say, hello, it's me again. All right, so there is challenge number 1 for those children in Key Stage 1, which is years 1 and 2, using Alex. Here we go. So now we're up to those children who are in year 3 and 4, or lower Key Stage 2. Here we go. Okay, so years 3 and 4, we are going to use Scratch software. Now, we've used this before. It's a brilliant bit of software that's available for free. You can use it online, you can download it offline. There is a Scratch Junior app available for free to use on your mobile devices, or you can use Scratch on your browser on your mobile devices as well. They've now been able to obviously make that available, which is great. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to share my screen with you. All right, here we go. So let me just go back to where I was. And this is where I was having a little bit of trouble just doing that. So apologies for that. Let me just get myself sorted out. All right, you can see what I've got up here is my Scratch screen up. And obviously I've done a search already. I just want to make sure, there I am. Okay, thank you. I just want to make sure that obviously you can see me talking to you as we go through. So Scratch is amazing. I love it. It's great. We do lots of work with Scratch, and I know lots of you do. And we really develop our tech ninja skills through this, particularly our coding ninja skills. All right, so I'm going to click on here, which is create, and give it a moment or two, and you can see that Scratch is there. Now I've just got my camera just covering where the video tutorial is, so let me move that into somewhere just up here. Okay, so you can see if I click on tutorials, so we've got Scratch open. We may be been here before. Years 3 and 4 you should have been, certainly. We do this in skill, but this is a new opportunity to work through one of the tutorials. So in tutorials, we've got a number of activities that we can do. Lots of great things on here. There's nothing to stop you working your way through them. There's already a link, to these in, Showbie and so on. But in particular, I thought we could look at this one, which is make it fly. All right. If I just move that little video tutorial up again, and let's just watch the beginning, because it's going to explain a little bit about how we're going to make a character look animated as if it's flying past by moving the background. This is what I would like you to do. Here we go.
With Scratch, you can make a character fly. It can be anyone flying, anywhere. Start by choosing a character to fly with. Next, let's pick something to fly past. It can be anything. I'll pick buildings. To make our character look like it's moving, we can move the scenery behind it. Let's use Change X to move the building across the screen. Let's try a negative number to make it look like it's going past it. Let's make it repeat. Perhaps 50 times. Let's have our building start all the way to the right. We can use Set X. 0 is going to be in the middle, so let's try a higher number. I'll try 250. Let's have it keep going forever. We can start this script by pressing the green flag. To learn how to make your character move with arrow keys, add a score, or fly with a crew, click the green arrow.
Okay, so there you can see it gives a very brief kind of introduction to how to make a character look like it's flying across the screen by actually animating the background. So you can go through, and remember with the video you can pause at any point to go through the different steps and make that. But remember that you can go through step by step how to choose a sky background and so on, choose a character, and I'm just clicking through very quickly because you can do this in your own time and have a go at this. But then you can see you can start to introduce new things like moving up and down with with the arrow. Moving the arrows to move the character. Okay, and you can choose an object to collect, and you can do all sorts of creative ways. So I want you to not only be able to go through the instructions, but also then take what you've learned and be really, really creative. Can you change it in some way? What else can you animate and so on? What else can you do? All right, show me your tech ninja skills. And remember to capture all of this using Screencast-o-Matic. You can even upload the Scratch file if you want to. Remember, you can save these to your computer and then upload that into Showbie as well. It'd be great to see them, and we can keep that. And again, we can share them if you share them in the class discussion area in Showbie. Then other people will be able to download your Scratch file and have a go and be able to play that. And maybe leave a comment and some feedback. It'd be great. Okay, so that is year 3 and 4. All right, I want to just come back to where I am now. Let me just kind of do that in a moment. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you. I'm just going to go back to live cam. All right, let me just see where I am just here for a moment. Okay. There we go. All right, okay. So, excuse me for a moment, just getting used to using some of these features in here. All right, there we go. So, next step then, obviously, that was lower key stage 2, so that was years 3 and 4. The final group of children I want to give a challenge to today is obviously the year 5 and 6. Those children are in upper key stage 2. Alright, so year 5 and 6. Okay, so you are amazing coding ninjas already, and it's great to work with you, but this is your challenge for today. One of the resources that we use a lot is another website, so I want to share my screen with you. I want to head over to Hour of Code. So if you remember, the address is code.org/learn. There's actually a link to that already in your Showbie classes for you. Alright, so I'm going to share my screen with you again. There I am. All right. Okay. So, give me a moment. I'm just going to click just onto the code.org site just here. Loads of great activities in here. Really do enjoy using this. Lots of ones that we like to use and favorites that we've got in there. But the particular one I want us to use today is this one, which is create your own Google logo. All right. So if we click on there, you can see that there is another introductory video, all right, giving you the opportunity, and I always enjoy, because I'm nerdy like this, I enjoy looking to see what the Google logo is today, and there's a video in here that introduces you to the doodlers, all right, how they do that, and actually to give you a bit of a flavour. Let's watch just a little bit of the video, just to give us an idea of what the task is and what the challenge is today.
Hi, I'm Olga. I'm a proud Latina Googler, and I work in our computer science education department. In this activity, you will program and design a Google logo. Google often creates special logos called Google Doodles to celebrate holidays and important people, places, and events. There's a core team that creates Google Doodles. This team is a combination of artists and programmers called doodlers. In this activity, you will be the artist and programmer for your own special logo. You might celebrate a real or imagined holiday like Ice Cream Day, or honor the life of a famous person. You could even highlight your favorite hobbies and interests, like a sport or activity. As you create, you will learn about computer science concepts doodlers use every day, like events, sequencing, and loops. You'll design and animate your logo using the Scratch website. After watching this video, select and open the starter project linked on this page. This will open Scratch in a new tab. Scratch uses code blocks to give characters called sprites instructions, like when a key is pressed, change colors. This project has 6 sprites you can program.
Okay, I'm going to pause it there, just, obviously, because you can watch that yourself as you go through year 5 and 6. All right, so your opportunity to be able to create your own Google logo. If you scroll down the page, you can see that there are lots of different videos, just like that one, that kind of explain how to make the letters animated in different ways, whether you want a bouncing sprite or a dance whirl or whatever it may be, using some of the effects, all available to you within Scratch as well. So I want to be able to see your amazingly, creatively themed Google logos. So remember to screen record those as you do that, and then upload those into your Showbie classes, all right, into the assignments. So there's obviously in the computing section of your class, for all the classes, there's the new Tech Ninja folder assignments in there. Upload it into there, and it'd be great to see your amazing work. Remember, you can put them into the class discussion area as well, okay, to be able to share them with the rest of your classmates. All right, so really looking forward to seeing what's you're going to be doing with those, and maybe if you come up with your own. I quite like the idea of ice cream day. That sounds like a good day. We're missing that one at the moment. All right, so let me just go back to the live camera and go full screen. Apologies, I'm just seeing what's happening here. There we go. Thank you. All right, so you can see that there we've got our wonderful, amazing Tech Ninja challenges for this week. There will be more obviously coming next week. I hope that you dive in there and give it a go. Share them with your friends. They don't have to be part of the Mill Lane or Billingham South. You can be available. Like I said, this live stream video is going to be available in the Digital Creatives UK YouTube channel, so you can watch that and share that if you would like to. Okay. Really looking forward to. Please kind of get in touch and leave a comment. Whether you Showbie, whether you do that in the Facebook page and so on. Remember, if you are using Facebook, then it needs to be your parent or carer who leaves the comments, because again, you need to be 13 years old or over to have your own Facebook account, like many other social media channels. Okay, I hope you're going to jump in and enjoy them. Okay, and have fun. That's the most important thing. So I'm going to kind of just finish off with the important message of enjoy it, but stay safe. I'm really looking forward to seeing you all back in school as soon as it is possible to do so, when obviously the government make that decision and whatever that kind of looks like. Okay, but at the moment, keep yourself safe and enjoy this time. Make sure that you do something each day that makes you smile, definitely. All right, thank you. All right, and have fun.